Welcome back to my channel. I'm so very happy to have you guys here as always. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Glory, and here I do mostly sit down videos. Okay, you will get to see sit down videos about our health, about lifestyle, about me, about my experiences, and all that. In fact, you gain a lot. Okay, you also see like DIYs and all that in this channel. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, just hit on it. Okay, and that's it. Thank you. And all my returning subscribers, I'm glad to have you back again to a new video. Thank you, thank you. Today I am going to be talking about reasons for you to be getting false negative pregnancy test. Okay, false negative pregnancy test even when you're pregnant. Like when you're pregnant, reasons why you're getting false negative pregnancy test. Yes, it happens, okay? And the main thing is that a lot of things happen in our system. A lot of things happen, a lot of processes when it comes to your baby forming and all that. From the fallopian tube where the fertilization happened down to the uterine wall. This takes like few hours to days, okay? And if you have taken the test early, this is number one reason why you got a negative or false negative test, okay? Negative PT test. That is because you took it earlier and your body, as at the time the baby and the blastocyte is traveling, okay, or the egg is traveling down to the uterine wall, it hasn't, your body have not started producing HCG, okay, which is what your PT strip is looking for in your urine. So your body is not yet ready for you to do this test. You need to wait until when your baby implants, then give like a day or 2 or 3, depending on individual and body system, then for you to start producing enough HCG for your pregnancy strip to be able to detect it, okay, and tell you that yeah, you're pregnant. Okay, that's the first cause or the first reason why you get negative pregnancy test. Testing too early. Okay, next thing is taking this test in a wrong way. Like you might have done something wrong while doing the test. Either you didn't follow the instructions properly, or you did it, you checked and you calculated everything so early or late. Okay, in particularly just that you calculated, you took the test and you checked earlier before the expected time, and you said it's negative, you threw it away. You never knew that it's not yet time. So there are, in fact, every pretty strip has their normal directions on how you are going to check the strip, how you're going to do this test. So if you didn't do any of them well, it might affect the result of your PT strip. Okay, that's the second reason. Next is when you are on any medication that might affect your hormone. Okay, this might also cause this negative pregnancy test. Okay, so that's it. But when you are checking too early, what you need to do after that is to give yourself time. After some days, go ahead and recheck again, so you might get the accurate result. Okay, I know how it feels when you know that you're pregnant. I know, like if I said I know when you know you're pregnant but your strip is telling you something different. So I know how it feels. It's not something easy, but just give yourself time and do it. It's going to come out. It's going to come out accurate. The next reason is what we call the hook. Okay, this is when your PT strip is like being overwhelmed. Okay, your PT strip is your PT strip is surprised, is shook. That's just how I put it. Okay, that's it. Okay, the truth is that when so many women, when they're having more than 2 children, okay, more than 2 babies, then that particular pregnancy you might be having high hormone, which will result to your PT strip not being able to detect and get that result, and then what it will tell you is that it's negative. Because seriously, man, I am not able to detect this is too much for me, this so bold, everything is too high. Okay, this is another thing that might cause it. Okay, so relax and wait till some time. You go to your doctor, they will do other necessary tests to know if you are pregnant. Okay, and maybe with time you will also get your positive test, which is what we are looking for, right? Another thing is when you're having ectopic pregnancy. Okay, what is ectopic pregnancy? When the baby, or when the zygote, or when the blastocyte decided to implant outside the uterine wall, and you know it's not going to stay there. That place is not going to enter that baby. Okay, so apparently that is another cause. So it's called ectopic pregnancy, and if you're thinking that this might be the issue, just go ahead and see your doctor. That's just the thing, because this is very, very, very serious. Ectopic pregnancy is not something to take lightly with. Okay, and it happens. It doesn't happen always, but when it happens, you need to evacuate that baby. That is it, because that place will not be the best place for your baby to be. The baby needs to implant in the uterine wall, but when it didn't implant there, and eventually because of one reason or the other happened to implant outside the uterine wall, then this is a problem. You need to see a doctor about that. Okay, another thing is when you're having chemical pregnancy. Okay, yes, chemical pregnancy is another thing that might just upset you, like distress. Hey God, how do I even put it? It's not something easy. Okay, you might think that you're pregnant, before you know it, your PTC is telling you negative, positive, light, just here and there, here and there. Okay, this is another cause of having false negative pregnancy test. Another thing is when you are doing this test with a bad PT strip, or a spoiled, expired PT strip, which you might not know at that time. So what you need to do is to, don't worry, calm down, and redo it the next day or the following day. Okay, because that particular test strip you used might not be the right one. Okay, another thing is when you have already, you drank water that morning before doing the test. Okay, when you are doing this test, you are expected to do the test with the early morning urine, which is highly concentrated. Okay, you've slept for so many hours, and this particular urine is concentrated. So but when you wake up and drink water and then you now do the test, it might cause this particular issue. That's another thing that is very, like, that is very, very, it happens. Okay, but not all the time. But most times when you drink water before doing your test, that early pregnancy, it might not be able to, your PT strip might not be able to detect it again, because your urine is not concentrated again the way it should be. So just go ahead and do it with your early morning urine before taking in anything. Another thing is ovulating late. When you ovulated late, it might cause this particular issue, because yes, you are calculating based on normal, the way you normally see everything, but you never knew that you ovulated late, and then it will make your system to do every other thing later too, just later. Okay, the implantation later, then the HCG, which your PT strip is looking for, will also build up with time. So you need time. You see, that is another thing. And a lot of other little things, like maybe when you are sick, which doesn't always happen, okay. So these are the things that might be the reason why you had that false pregnancy test. Okay, so that is it for today's video. If you like the video, let me know in the comment section, and also give me a like. And also, if you have experienced this, let me know, because I really want to know, when did you start seeing that positive pregnancy, positive result? After seeing the negative one, how did you feel? And when did you start seeing the positive one? Seriously, I want to know. because it's not something easy since I have experienced it, okay? But we'll talk about that in another video, okay, which might come up before this or after this one, okay? So that is it for today's video. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and see you guys in my next video.